Good morning, Sunday 19th September. We're on a little road trip to get some parts for the 7R7. This is really going to help to get the project rolling. I think we're at the right place. How can you have so many RX-7s? This is crazy. So as I mentioned before, I've got RX-7 turbo engine, transmission, rear differential and rear half shaft, but I don't have anything to put the half shafts into. This car over here has what I require. Now the rear control arms on the RX-7 are a bit different from what I'm going to make. I'm going to make double control arms, top and bottom. So I think Duncan is a way to get a sawzall, and he's going to just chop off the whole back end and I can use whatever I need. Let's say hello to Duncan. Right, this is Duncan. Duncan, tell everyone how they can get parts for their RX-7s.
You can get a hold of me on my website, Ozcan Industries. You can get a hold of me on Facebook, on Canada Rotary. And you can send me an email to ozcanindustries85@gmail.com.
Thank you very much. Plenty of parts. Get over here while they're hot. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This section here I will not be using. I'll be having the two arms that go up and down like that. So I just need this knuckle here, spindle. This bit here attaches there and there. But the half shaft does locate inside this, so Duncan is going to just chop that there, and probably that bar there as well. And I'll just take the whole lot, both sides, and I can work on it when I get home. And while I'm here, I'm going to snag a couple of rear brake calipers and rotors, why not? Well, maybe not the rotors, but certainly the calipers. They're not exactly cheap to buy new. Excellent.
I'll get you your sawzall.
Thank you. Right, I'm all loaded up. Success! I'm so excited to get home and see how I'm going to fit this all. I know there's going to be a lot of fabrication work to make these spindles fit, but it'll be worth it because I'm going to have proper RX-7 turbo rear diff axles, 5 lug spindles and brakes. It's awesome. Right, I'll see you at home. Right, let's drag this out and we'll do a bit of a mock-up and see how on earth I'm going to attach all this to the car. So I need to find a way of connecting this carrier to some form of double control arm setup. As you can see, this was designed to have a control arm at the bottom which pivoted like that, and I'm wanting it to go this way or like that. And as you can see, that is not coming straight out, that's coming out at an angle. The lower one, I believe, is straight, and there is a third one down there. Just to show you what I'm talking about, on the other side it's got its control arms on. Not absolutely sure what Kevin had planned for a rear axle, but whoops. So that's obviously the top one, which is straight, and the bottom one, which is also straight, and they would go up at the same time, but that is not going to work with this setup without some major fabrication, but that's okay. That's what it's all about. So the first thing I'm going to do is strip these things right down and start the cleansing process. As you saw, we just chopped these arms off, so I have the carriers, I've got the calipers, I've got the caliper carriers, rotors. I know it looks old and rusty, and it is old and rusty, but I think it will clean up okay. I can always get new pads and new rotors if I have to. So let's do a little recap of what we've got so far, and also what I picked up today extra. Duncan gave me something extra, which is really cool. I'll show you that at the end. So we have rear hubs and carriers and brakes. Excellent. Rear differential from an RX-7 turbo, so it's a bit beefier than normal. That's going to be fun trying to work out how I'm going to mount that, but that's another story. I've got the half shafts to join the diffs to the diff to the hubs. Big part I'm missing in the moment is an actual prop shaft to go from the diff to the gearbox. I think if I can at least get the yoke at one side and the flange at the other side, I can get a drive shaft made up. Got my gearbox, got my engine with its big turbo. Nom nom nom. Front suspension linkage, and I do have a steering rack, although I might not be using that specific one. So we have most of the parts to make a roller. So let me show you what else I got today. This feels good sitting here. These seats are awesome. Right, gear stick, or lack of. I mentioned this to Duncan and he was kind enough to give me this. So let's hopefully, he says that the turbo one is different and this is a turbo one, so hopefully that will just clip right in and I'll be able to change gears. If you look down the hole, there's a sort of spring clip, and beyond the spring clip there's a ball receiving end where that hopefully clips in. There's also a groove there to align with that pin there. So as I say, hopefully this will just clip right in. Oh, gearbox isn't mounted to anything. Hold on. There we go. There's that groove. Oh, that's it. Now we should be able to change gears. First, second, third, fourth. Oh, fifth. and reverse should be along and back. Indeed it is. I have a gear stick. All I need now is a gear knob. I might have a knob. I've been holding on to this for literally years in my little box of random Jap parts. I can't remember what I got this for. I think it was for an MX-5 V8 project I was doing with a Lexus transmission. Let's see if it fits, because I love this wee thing. And I have no idea why I got a white one, because that's never going to stay white, but still. Oh yes, yes. And it's even got the gears in the right places. Okay, I'll stop playing with my knob now. So happy. Right, I better get to work. Now, I want to soak all these rusty parts in something. If anyone's got a foolproof plan on how I can soak these in something for a while, there's no rush obviously, but I don't want to damage any rubber seals that are in the components. So if there's a solution I can just chuck all the rusty bits in and 2 days later, miraculously, I've got new parts. Leave a comment, that would be great. So, that'll be possibly the next video. I'll do the strip down. I also want to attach the engine to the transmission and work out exactly where the engine's going to mount, where the transmission's going to mount. And that's all depending on where I feel comfortable sitting, reaching the gear stick. And then we can move forward with all the other components at the back. Good day for me. Oh, and obviously a big shout out to Duncan. If you need any RX-7 parts, FC to FB. I think he's got some older stuff as well. Hit him up. I'll put a link to his Facebook group in the description. Okay, and thank you very much, Duncan, for all your help. Well, thanks for your sawzall. Saved a lot of time. Right, take care everyone. Off to work for me. Bye.